I'm Ezra Dyer for Yahoo Autos, and we're here at the streets of Willow Raceway with the new Mercedes SLS GT to ponder a simple question. What is a supercar? What is a supercar? Is it the flat-out fastest car you can buy? Or is it fast but also involving in a way that supercars historically were not? The paddles are mounted to the steering wheel, which is not how, say, Ferrari does it. But the steering is so quick. I mean, look how tight this corner is. Your hands never have to move. Whoa! Wow. Roar! 6.2 liter, hand-built V8, 583 horsepower. The SLS's predecessor was the SLR McLaren, which was a screaming 621 horsepower Batmobile with a supercharger. It went more than 200 miles an hour. It had like the supercar bona fides, and especially that 200 mile an hour top speed. When they replaced it, they simplified. The SLS is lighter, it's less powerful, it costs half as much, and yet it's a more rewarding car to drive. They said, how do we make the car good? And it ended up being a case of less is more. This is also the first car that AMG has built from scratch itself. This is its own car. It's not a hotted up SL. This is something completely different, and it feels like that when you drive it. You gotta love when there's just an engineering touch that's done for the sake of coolness, for the sake of itself, and that's what going doors are. There haven't been any going doors for a long time because of, crash regulations. If the car rolls over, how do you get out? Well, the Mercedes answer is exploding bolts that are built into the top of the door. So if you roll over, it blows the doors. How cool is that? It's a car that can blow its own doors off. I would say that one thing that defines a supercar is a willingness to do things the hard way. For instance, this doesn't use the same transmission as every other Mercedes. It has its own dual clutch rear transaxle, which makes it quicker and better balanced because it's mounted at the back of the car. That's expensive. That's doing it the hard way. Going doors. That's doing it the hard way. Building a two-seater from the ground up when you already have a two-seater. That's doing it the hard way. Getting 583 horsepower out of a naturally aspirated engine when you could just throw some turbos on there. That's doing it the hard way.
Excuse me, can you tell me how to get back to the highway?
Yeah, I've never actually burned a set of tires down to the point where the cord was showing. I've never actually done that before, but I highly recommend it. To paraphrase Justice Potter Stewart in the landmark Jacob Ellis versus Ohio case, I know a supercar when I see it. And this is a supercar. For Yahoo Autos, I'm Ezra Dyer.
Welcome to Supercar Spiel. I'm your host, Dieter Offenbach. Today we're going to talk about supercars. This is my spiel.